Families who've lost loved ones in last week's unrest in Phoenix near Durban are pleading for justice. At least 20 people were killed in the clashes in the community when rioting and looting played out across KwaZulu-Natal last week. The killing of black people was followed by allegations of racism in the town of Phoenix, which has for a long time been occupied by Indian people. EFF Member of Parliament Sibongile Khawula has been on the ground, and she joins us now to share her experience in Phoenix. Mam'Khawula, ngiyathemba ukuthi mhlambe iline yethu isingcono manje siyakwazi ukuzwana. Sawubona. Mam'Khawula, sawubona.
Yebo nkosazana yami.
Ninjani kade sizama ukuxhumana nawe. Bengicela nje siqale mhlambe sikhulume ngeexperience yakho osuhlangane nayo, isimo phansi uhamba ubona uhlangana nemndeni njengoba usuchazile phakathi kweviki ukuthi usuke wahlangana nemndeni and bakutshela izinto ezihlasimulisa umzimba.
Experience yami ngathi ngibonge before 05 Newzroom phinde ngibingelele nabalali bonke nani ngibingelele.
Siyabonga ma.
Yabona experience yami ngithole ukuthi la emhlabeni kusho ukuthi nje njengesizwe esimnyama sisasele emuva ngendlela izinto ezenzeke ngayo. Ngisenokuthuthumela nje mangakhona ukukhuluma amandla indlela izinto engizibonile zenzeka eminyango lapha kulabantu engibavakashelayo mangibona abantu bonke belimele indlela benzeka ngayo.
And ma njengoba uthi
kufanele sisebenze siphume ngempela sibhukule ngoba kusho ukuthi asikakafiki la besithi thina mhlambe siyangena khona noma sesingenile khona kulento ebizwa ukuthi inkululeko yase-South Africa yomuntu omnyama.
And what Mam'Khawula is saying there, if I can translate some of it, she says that from what she has seen on the ground during this time is that she has seen that black people are still lagging behind when it comes to transformation. And she says what she has witnessed has really shook her. And even now, she is still quite shaken by it. And she says that it now seems that, black people are still oppressed, and they may need now to really stand up against what she's then describing as an injustice that she is saying that she's witnessing on the ground. Mama, masiqhubeka mhlambe yini wena into othe umubheka ngalesi simo sase Phoenix mhlambe ngoba upremier namhlanje ubethe iPhoenix, iNanda naseVerulem indawo engathi zithe ukuthi zibe indawo engathi zithusa kakhulu. Wena isiphi isimo ongasichaza namhlanje sikwenza ubone ukuthi njengoba uchaza ukuthi abantu abamnyama babonakala ngathi abanayo inkululeko kulesi sikhathi?
Ngicela ukusuka kule ndawo la nayithi ngibalekela inetwork kungidisturba nazi imoto. Ngicela ukuthi ngithi kusuka ngoyivalela kwenye indawo. Bathi mina ukhuluma ngiyamuzwa nje khuluma. Akuyona ukuthi uzothi kube iPhoenix kanjalo. Even nelokhu Chatsworth balimela abantu lapha yana. Verulem balimela abantu. And lento ichaphazela even nangaphandle ngisho koshowe sibasasha abantu babahlekele basasha ukuthi nabo abalandelwa umuntu akekho umuntu obhekayo. And mina ngokwami ngibona sangathi laba balandela ukuthi mina yini indawo engikhale ngayo. Lento ivulelekile ngisho kosiphingo abantu balimele bagcwele amahlathi.
And what Mam'Khawula is saying there, she says that she can hear the Premier speaking, talking about 3 areas of concern, which is Inanda, Verulem, and also Phoenix. But she says that when you look at other areas like Eshowe, Espingo, there are still people that are still missing. Families are still saying that there are some of their loved ones who are still unaccounted for. And she says that even Chatsworth is another area that she says that people, in fact, have been injured and quite, affected in those particular areas. So it's not only these 3 areas, she says, that have been mentioned. Mam'Khawula, ungasichazela nje wena umukhuluma nemndeni lapho oxhumana nayo wena. Ithi imndeni bekwenze njani ngokucabanga kwabo ukuze kufike la ukuthi abanye babo belahlekelwe ababathandayo bengabazi ukuthi baphi, abanye bafika sebeqoqa idumbu?
Uyabona nje angikwenzele kanje ukuthi eminye imibuzo ngisayizwa kahle. Uyabona khona indawo esephakethe. Mhlambe umsindo sezibabikho-ke lapho kwanganyana. Uyabona nje mlaleli kulokhuzana ngifuna ungilalele kahle.
Ehema.
Ikhona indawo isephakethe. Kuyimanje ade ngifonelwa nje ikhansela umthiyane. Uthi usephakethe abantu bayafona bafuna ukuthi bakhulume nami kodwa ma wena thina uzanga ngakuthina nathi sinenkinga. Nakhona banenkinga, bahlukumezekile, bashayiwe, ubaba wakhona ulimele. Ngokuthi kuyimanje sebekhalela nanezingane zabo abantu ukuthi njoba izingane zethu abantu abamnyama ezifunda ezikoleni zamandiya lakhe bathi nje izingane zabo lapha ephakethe zifunda lana ePhoenix. Bathi abazi manje ukuthi njoba kuvula izikole zizoya kanjani, i-safety yazingakanani. Yonke le mndeni yonke affected ade ngivisitha nakomashu. Yonke le ndawo bakhala ngezwe lothi manje abazi bazokwenzekani. While imfundo yethu thina abantu abamnyama ingefani, bazi abantu baphoqeleka ukuthi bathathe izingane zabo bayise kulabantu abanezelo ezinto. And abantu ngendlela abahlukumezeke ngayo abazi bazokwenzekani, abufinish ubuthongo kubona even now.
And what Mam'Khawula is saying there is that in an area of Paget, she says that she received a call from a councillor, Mtiane, who says that people are injured, and it looks like there's a family that said to her there that one of their own, a father, has been injured, and they also don't know in that area how the children will then go to school, because she says some of them go to school with to Indian schools, predominantly Indian schools, and she says that they don't even know how they're going to be returning to school given the situation. You would have then heard the minister briefing earlier to say that they are ready to go back to school. Mam'Khawula, wena umuyibheka lento yase le othi usudlule kuyo abantu bakufonela kwezinye izikhathi nawe uphume uhambe uyobheka ukuthi kwenzakalani, wena ikuphethe kanjani yonke lento eyenzakalayo, and ungasichazela mhlawumbe ukuthi wena ngobuwena yikuphi osukubonile wena nje uMam'Khawula emgwaqeni la ubuhamba khona nabantu?
Into engizoyisho nje mina, into engiyibonile, ngibona khona ukuthi kunobudedengu obukhulu kwi-leadership ephethe, especially kwi-organization le ethi ruling party, ngoba ukuba iyabathanda abantu bayo. Ngabe ayiyi ngoba mhlambe kuthiwa manje bayofuna amavoti. Ngendlela abathole ngakanzima laba bantu basangena emakhanda bayayidinga leadership ezoza kubona eduzane, especially njengoba ngikhuluma nawe ukuthi manje sebeconfuse izingane zabo-ke nje uqobo ukuthi abazi kanjani lezi zikole. Kufanele already laba bantu abakhona ngabe abathi bama-leader la ngabe sebeyile emphakathini bahamba bahlanganisa namandiya ukwenza isiqiniseko ukuthi no zizoya izingane esikoleni. If mhlambe kungenjalo nanga namaphoyisa azokwazi mhlambe athi ukugada isimo imoto ehamba, ngoba imoto abo-taxi driver kwabona labo malume asibazi baphephe kanjani mabeya lapho izingane zesikole. Mina nje ngathi ngikubonile, ngibone abantu bonke laba bahlukumezekile, ngabe abashonelwe izingane zabo, ngabe ilaba abashonelwe imindeni yabo, behlukumeze ngawo ukuthi kuba kuya ngami ngabe bazanyelwa ngisho nokuthi bathole nalento ebizwa ukuthi i-counselling. Yabona uma ngikhuluma ngale nto le vele ngiphelelwa amandla. Yingakho manje noma kuthiwa bangibiza ebusuku ngiye ngibone sengikhona ngiyibuze ngisengibuthi kodwa ngihambe kanjani waphela isebusuku. Kuyimanje sebesaba ngisho amaphoyisa uqobo amayiqhamuke ePhoenix lakhe Thangi. Kwafika amaphoyisa ephuma elokhuzeni ePhoenix ethi azothatha abafana abama-victim ukuthi bobhalisa i-statement. Mina ngileka amasho ngihambe ngi-check-a le mindeni. Sebethe nabo Mam'Khawula sinenkinga sithembi lutho la. Nanka amaphoyisa la asazi noma sebeyosiqedela emjasi ukuqima ubufakazi. kanti wona mangithola ase bathi ayithunywa uyena ulokhuzana leyo ophethe leli thimbe likhona basaba noma yini nje manje ephume ePhoenix abantu and last ne-transport yethu la isuka ngenanda esuka la ithatha abantu abasebenza ko-Phoenix ababuyayo ibalande ntambama ngey'khathi zantambama lento nje ifuna ukusukunyelwa ilungisa abantu bakithi abaphephile ngoba noma ubona futhi amavidiyo la amandiya asafunga ade ngisendele nje manje umhlonishwa uchira lo uyena okuthiwa uyena olida leli thimba leli lalana ngisendele ulokhuzana nomabanga ukuthi ababona lamandiya still ayashonga so manje akabuphake kathi wethu phela ubone ingane zakwethu kuba khona lapha yani ukuthi lamanzi akethathe abonakala eshushisho aboshwe nokuthi kwalawa-ke manje asabisayo.
Mam'Khawula, ngizocela nje ukuthi ungibambele kancane. What she's talking about is that there's negligence in the leadership, and she says that leaders need to go to people at a time like this, and not only when they need their votes. And she says that there needs to have been a reconciliation process that should have started already, because families are suffering on the ground. And she, as she describes herself right now, she says she's also losing hope, and she's really running out of strength now in order to, as she continues then to be helping some of the families. And she says that she's receiving quite a high volume of calls. And she even says that on Thursday there were officers that had come to take a statement from a certain family, and she says those family members were then afraid of these officers from Phoenix because they do not even trust anything from that area, and they were thinking that now they have come to finish them off, as she says. And Mam'Khawula, ngizocela ukuthi ungibambele nje kancane soqeda nje ukukhuluma mina nawe kungesekudala nje. We're just going for a quick ad break, and when we come back we finish off our conversation with Mam'Khawula. Let's continue then our conversation with EFF Member of Parliament, Sibongile Khawula, and where she is now. Unfortunately, her network is not the greatness, her signal is not that great, so we were only able to then have a telephone conversation with her. Mam'Khawula, ngisathemba ukuthi usangizwa kulesi sikhathi undunankulu wesifunda la ukhona ubabsihle Zikalala uthe yena ukhathazeke kakhulu ngento eyenzekile kulezi ndawo lezi bese ngibalile ekuqaleni, and njengoba uchaza-ke uthi uhulumeni kufanele asondele kakhulu ebantwini ukuthi akwazi nakho ukuthi bezwele ukuthi kwenzakaleni, bakwazi futhi ukuthi baqale mhlampe indlela yokuthi kube khona ubumbano. Wena-ke njengoba ulapho phansi mubheka lama families okuwo anawo yini ama-means ukuthi indlela zokuthi bakwazi ukuthi bangcwabe abantu babo, kukhona futhi abangakwazi ukuthi bakuhlanganise la usukhona?
Ngibonge Nkosazana nami Mhlophe, ubuza umbuzo onzima kunayo yonke. Yabona amafamily amaningi esengohambela imost yawo akathathi entweni bahanjelwa abantu bebe ama-breadwinner. Abanye omunye umndeni nje wakagumede uzowasho ukuthi wona iphilela ngama-washing kuze lo mntwana nje oshonile uyena benza amatohuze bani. Ngangokuthi bakhona impela abanye abakhala ukuthi abanawo ngishamandla ukuthi bakwazi ukufila. Ngoba imost abantu nje abanye babo bebelinyoze behamba beya emsebenzini basebenza kuwona lawo amandiya ababulalayo bebulawo. And into engiphatha kambi kakhulu ngiyezwa nje uPrima mina kubuya kuya ngami ngabe uyayithulela ayiqhubekele nje straight nokubheka ama-malls amabhizinisi ngoba ukhombisa okukhulu ungezulani nabo. Kuphela ongenani bona bazibona behlala belokhu besha ujenga nje behla benyuka befuna ukubuka emgwaqweni. Abanandaba nhlobo nabantu. Kuyimanje njengoba ngikhuluma nawe izolo ade kuvezwa la ukuthi ngapha Adams kunezidumbu ezinye ejiniwe. Lokho kukhombisa ukuthi wonke lamahlathi la njengoba umasipala ungafuni ukuklina indawo lana phakathi kwabantu fanele abheke kobheka ngokwami nje befanele bekusakhisha amasosha aya lapha yani baphelile abantu. Yabona mangase ngitshele futhi yabona ngingona ukuthi ngikuba ngikhuluma namhlanje sekudlule lesi sikhathi Ibuhlungu into engiyibukayo nemndeni engisondela kuyona. Yabona nje kwamashu kaJay umfana kaGumede noma wakhe uthi uma wakhe batabami ngisengifike nabala social development izolo. Uthi lo mntana yena engiphila ngaye la igcekeni. Uyena obeka isinkwa la igcekeni. Njengoba embobombobo nje kanje angazoza nemoto besebenza ngayo angazi ngizokwenza njani ngoba angiholi nanempesheni. Lezi zinto zibuhlungu kwamina ziyangi-affecta sengiwumuntu ongazi ukuthi kwamina after kudlula lesiwombe funa ngenze sure nami ngiyothola i-counseling ke ngizame ngenye impilo. Enye-ke into ebuhlungu kakhulu ukushoda laba khona sebethi hayi ngoba vele ingane yethu sivele idlulile kodwa-ke manje sesifuna ukuthi angene phansi. Okay, khona amasentshane enginawo sengifuna ukuyifihla. Inkinga manje ilapha yana emotional. Nakhona inkinga esemotional, inkinga endala engade ngangikhuluma ngayo ezingisho ukuthi iTheku i-constituency yami. Bayashoda odokotela laba yana akubona bona benza i-postmortem. Mangabe lapha mina-ke njengoKhawula angiqala udokotela kuthathwa noma yimuphi. Lithile lami-ke odokotela bengaka akuthathwa ngani odokotela baqashwe bafakwe lana na. Especially njengoba kunalesi simo esiphuthuma kanje fanele bebaningi odokotela abafakwa lapha. Sebengitshelile ukuba ngitshela ukuthi no Mam'Khawula la kunodokotela ofundele lento. Ezinye zey'nkinga manje lezidumbu lemzimba yabantu iduvile laphayana. Abasenquthu kade bengikhalela bethi umzimba wabo kade wahlala laphayana. Kodwa manje awukwazi awukenziwe lutho. Ngafona futhi nakhona ngibonge nje Shemba lithi sengikwazile ukungena lapha sixoxisane nabaphathi basemoshwali. Basho bathi no sizoke sibheke la and benza sure ukuthi nabo bayasebenza kodwa umsebenzi ungaphezulu wabo njengoba ngithi benza idubu ezu-36 a day abasakwazi ngisho ukuphumula. Abanye uthola ukuthi kuthiwa isidumbu asinayo inamba. Athi kutholakale manje ufuna ngibuyele back kulo mndeni ngiyobuza ama-details omzimba lo mntwana ukuthi ubani ngibanikeze siyasebenzisana kodwa nje inkinga uhulumeni lo khona funa kavume ukuthi ufeyile dismal. And lento ingiphatha kabi mina ngoba uhulumeni wabantu abamnyama. Ingiphatha kabi ngoba ama-minister, ama-MEC, ayimeya, amakhansela, abantu bakithi abamnyama bayehluleka ukugada umuntu omnyama okwabo nje ukubheka amathenda kuphela ukuthi akhona nokubheka kuphela ukuthi imali uhulumeni uyayilethani ukuze babone bonke bayadla bashiyane ukuthi bakhohlise uhulumeni ukuthi hayi senzile na imali esele. Ibuhlungu inhliziyo yami futhi ngiyabona kuba kuyangami nje ngabe kuhle zona ngiyeke nje mhlambe nikhulume nami after ngoba inhliziyo yami yabantu bangikhuluma ngalento akufiki ngisho ubuthongo isimo engisibukayo nangendlela abantu abaphila ngayo and nanendlala abantu bakithi balambile. Lento ibuhlungu ngoba ngiyazibuza sithina manje ukuthi kanti yini thina abantu abamnyama esijayulayo siseParliament. Labantu mawuthi ukhuluma nabo akhona oyedwa okulalelayo especially-ke if wena are not a ruling party. Ibuhlungu into esibhekene nayo abantu bethu abamnyama bakhonza ama-position abakhohlwe nyanyanya abantu bashonile abantu. Mangase ngikukhombisa iy'thombe kwawendeke uzulale izinto nje bengizibonayo okunye ngikubone ngamehlo. Bayagula abantu abona nje abantu most baney'nkebentebe zey'ngozi. Lama ngizangafonela uDr. Mncwango la eNewtownship. Dr. ngizomenze njani lo muntu uyakhala ngesilonda sakhe. Asithungiwe ngoba manje uthi wathi efika esibhedlela kuthiwa yena sakwazi ukuthunga wathi udokotela ayikho into esoyenza Mam'Khawula funeka sibhandishe kuphela alokhu efaka mhlawumbe obetadine. Izinto engizibona zibuhlungu mntanami and into ongayazi.
Phephisa siyakuzwa ukuthi
abanye lento beyithatha njengejokes ababoni ifiye mina engibhekene na ngoba kuvuka kumina isilonda. Izinto esasiyibona before ngabo-92 ngama-80s bengazi mina ukuthi sesikulo nkululeko le sisazobuyela thina kuleya mpilo le sibona iy'ngane zethu sibona abazukulu bethu intombazana la idube village yakazethu mayishaya bayidudula efuka umlomo unjani ade nabo bengisendela nje ithombe
Phephisa ma, Phephisa.
Ngoba manje angazi kuzoyithini. Mawuthi uyabheka nohulumeni akukho la nathi bethu othi ngibabonela abantu othi ngibasize labantu. Abantu abanangi imali basaba ngisho kuye emakliniki.
Ma Phephisa ngiyaxolisa ukunqamula lapho ukhuzeni naye usilindile ngapha bekufanele ngabe sikhuluma naye ngalesi sikhathi. What Mam'Khawula is saying there, masiyabonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho Phephisa, ngiyakuzwa ukuthi lento ikuphethe kabuhlungu kakhulu Phephisa. Phephisa, a very
futhi yabona bona bayabusa ama-MC ayabusa ama-premier ngobona gijima phezulu lena akayi kubadala alwazi usizo abantu ababafonela bayibambi futhi ingcini lakhi imeya lama uthi uyayifonela libamba ucingo ngithi kodwa kulungile uNkulunkulu one day bayakubona lokho okubonwa yimina noma okubona omunye umuntu ovelelwe lenkinga ngiyabonga
Phephisa ma ukhuzeni usilindile
phakathi wakithi ngizadlala usizo ekubhekene nalo
Phephisa siyabonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho namhlanje nokuthi ukwazi ukuthi ukhulume nathi siyabonga kakhulu ma. That was Mam'Khawula there, and she's talking about families that are battling because they really don't have money to bury their loved ones right now, and she's citing a Gumede family that has told her they've lost their breadwinner and they now don't know what to do because they rely on odd jobs, and she's accusing the Premier, saying that he hasn't shown any compassion to the people, and he claims that at Adams, in fact, she claims that at Adams she received a phone call that there were other bodies, and she says that what she's witnessed is painful, and the Gumede family, as she says, has no idea how they're going to move forward. And Mam'Khawula says she needs counseling post this because of some of the things that she's witnessed, and she's also talking about the situation at mortuaries where she says there appears to be a backlog when it comes to some of the postmortems that have to be done, and some of the bodies then handed over to the families. But she says the mortuary staff has assured her that they're doing all they can. She went as far as saying that government has failed dismally to in fact deal with this, and she says that she is quite hurt by what she has witnessed because it appears that the country is regressing.